right, today is Thursday, June 28th, 2018. So I found this article, not particularly a great article. It's okay, but there's a reason I want to look at this, and I think there are two really good things that come out of this. And I want to give credit to the Reddit community here. So I don't know, really quickly, if you know how Reddit works, a lot of the best responses get upvoted so you can see them. So this one got 50 points because it got upvoted, etc. So usually the most intelligent things are at the top or the most interesting. And so there are two things I want to talk about. And so just give you a brief overview. The first one has to do with TA, benefits of it, but again, clarifying TA. So we'll get into that first. And then the second one just has to do with Bitcoin. I don't want to say ruining the market, but the lack of pairs that aren't to Bitcoin is really, probably responsible for what we've seen the last 6 months. And we'll get into more detail on that. So first off, we can just summarize the article really quickly, and the top comment did that pretty well. I did read the article, but it's not worth me sitting here and reading the whole thing for you. I'll post the article in the description if you do want to read the whole thing. Again, it's not a bad article, but I don't think anybody would really hear anything they don't already know. So for those who want to save 5 minutes of their precious time, here's the gist. First thing, regulators provide some answers, but questions remain. That's referring to the SEC's decision on securities regarding Ethereum. Number two was the market is finding key use cases for cryptocurrency, and so that's just really this market being down, really giving cryptocurrencies, questioning cryptocurrencies, okay, you're one of the 1,600 cryptocurrencies, what are you going to do? What is your purpose in the market? Currently I guess they got rid of some cryptocurrencies. They're only 1,596 now. There was over 1,600 at one point. And the third one, again, is just security concerns may still weigh down prices. And they were just kind of talking about hacks recently with certain exchanges and everything. So again, not bad information, but I don't think it's anything anybody would really want to listen to for 5 to 10 minutes if I were to talk about it. So the first thing, this person and then some commenters afterwards kind of gave a really good metaphor, I guess, but also I'll just get into it, but it has to do with technical analysis. So in regards to technical analysis, this individual said, it's becoming more like weather forecasting. Might be sunny, we could see some rain, there might be some wind, and there's a chance of thunderstorms. Temperature vary from 5 to 30 degrees. So basically what that individual is saying is it's really hard to accurately predict the market trends, specifically now. And I want to get into also why TA is useful. But this individual said weather predictions are more reliable than technical analysis. And yeah, the last thing I want to say about this, because this guy said it the best of everyone, it's impossible to know how exactly every little change in temperature and pressure will affect every single air molecule in the atmosphere, which makes completely accurate forecasts impossible for now, and that's the same with every buy or sell order in the market. None of the serious technical analysis guys I follow treat their word as gospel. They often give the possible bear and bull counts on their analysis and communicate whatever biases they may have. They understand their methods will be pretty inaccurate on most of the time, but if you wouldn't plan a picnic before checking the weather, why would you buy without at least a small attempt at understanding recent price movements? So I thought that was perfect. And I really liked the last sentence. Why would you wouldn't plan a picnic without at least looking at the weather? So again, a lot of the times technical analysis is wrong, but that doesn't make it worthless, and it doesn't mean you shouldn't even consider it. So I really couldn't phrase it better than what that person said. So if you're going to go for a picnic, it's probably smart to check the weather. And the same thing, if you're going to buy cryptocurrency, if you're going to invest, it's probably smart to look at the charts and kind of just try and get a gauge on what exactly is happening. It doesn't mean that you can predict what will happen in a month, but you can at least kind of understand what some possibilities are, whether now is really a good time to buy in. And I don't know. That's basically all I want to say about that. I think that was really good. And if we scroll a few posts down, then this other individual said Bitcoin is going straight to heck after Binance and others get them fiat pairings, so pairings with US dollar, with euros and stuff like that. So I really think that's important. So Bitcoin is the main entry point into getting most cryptos, and that definitely was the case back in the bull run of 2017. If you wanted to buy Nano, if you wanted to buy Digibyte or Quantum or any of these other cryptocurrencies, most likely would have to buy Bitcoin first and then exchange it for that. And I know what a lot of people did as well is buy Litecoin, specifically on Coinbase, send that to an exchange, then convert the Litecoin to Bitcoin, and then the Bitcoin to whatever cryptocurrency you did want. And again, I think that's why a lot of people support Litecoin, is because Litecoin was so fast and cheap that a lot of people, including myself, just wish we could have bought Litecoin and sent that to an exchange and exchanged Litecoin for something else. But instead, we had to essentially go through Bitcoin, and I think that really is hurting the market. And so this person said, please keep this talk up. If Bitcoin was not the main trading pair, this market would be fine. It's bringing down the whole market so easy to manipulate one coin. Keep writing those exchanges and keep spreading this. It's the biggest problem in crypto. If you were a bank, government, or Wall Street and you wanted to get rid of, control, or suppress something because it was against you, all you have to do is look for the main trading pair to buy it all up and dump it every time to get it gets going, then go back, buy it when everyone panics, sells, and repeat. Futures is what everyone thought they wanted, but now it's killing the market. Imagine if you went to buy stocks, you had to first buy one stock and then all other stocks could be bought with that stock, but not with cash. That stock would be worth a lot of money, right? And that's the Bitcoin situation. And I really like this last poster here, Jake Crypto Keeper. He had a whole paragraph, but I like the last sentence a lot. In his opinion, if most were traded with USD pairs, I think the winners in the cryptocurrency market would rise above the bogus scam ones and no one would buy into them. So essentially all that means is that if we had the option to buy Litecoin or whatever cryptocurrency you wanted with USD instead of having to go through Bitcoin first, and if we had this option across the board, not just on like maybe one exchange, but if it was just common that you could buy Litecoin with cash or with USD or whatever your fiat pair is, then the values of a lot of useless cryptocurrencies would decrease, and the ones that really should be higher valued would be, and there wouldn't be so much, I guess maybe like artificial inflation of Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's useful, but definitely Bitcoin has been highly benefiting from the fact that you need Bitcoin to buy so many of these other cryptocurrencies. I think that goes without saying. Like, of course, if you need one coin, or if you can only use one coin in order to access these other thousands of cryptocurrencies, that coin that you need to buy all the other ones is going to do really well. And it will unfortunately control the market, and that's what we're seeing right now. And the last thing I want to say about that is I do think it's totally possible that if Bitcoin... Well, I'm hoping for the next time we have a bull run, I'm hoping that there are enough USD pairs that we don't have to rely on Bitcoin, that the entire cryptocurrency market can separate itself from Bitcoin. Otherwise, we're going to see this pattern that we've seen since cryptocurrency started, where Bitcoin is the leader, which is unfortunate because other cryptocurrencies do exist and they do other things. And it's just unfortunate that one coin controls the fate of all of this other technology, when I think the technology should have a chance on its own and not just be able to be manipulated solely because Bitcoin can be manipulated right now.